Reasons we doubt. Just think on Jude 22, be merciful to those who doubt. Now, obviously, non-Christians doubt, but that's so often because they just assume Christianity is wrong without looking into it. I was like that myself once. That's hardly open-minded. But those in church may doubt too. And this verse urges us to sympathy towards them and not condemnation. You know, being in a country where most don't believe can be the cause of doubt. We wonder whether so many could really be so wrong. And if you struggle with doubt because the difficulties of life don't seem to fit with there being a loving God, can I say you're in good company? The writer of Psalm 73 felt that bad people were enjoying happy lives, whereas he and others served God but faced hardship. And this caused his faith to wobble. Well, whatever it might be, our coming reflections are intended to stabilise and strengthen your trust in the Lord. I really hope they do. But before we get to them, we need today to consider two particular ways Christians can be tempted to doubt that need a special challenge. The first is when they, or perhaps you, find something the Bible teaches hard or harsh when compared to modern ideas. The ideas we've just picked up as we've gone on through life. It might be the Bible's teaching on hell, or the need to believe in Jesus, or on gender or relationships. Well, look, that struggle's not new. In John 6:61 and on, we read how some of Jesus' first disciples found his teaching offensive and, quote, turned back and no longer followed him. But I hope you can see, not to believe in Jesus because we don't like what he teaches is rather like saying we won't believe in rain because we don't like getting wet. You can't decide for yourself whether these things are true or not. They simply are. Whether something is real or not does not depend on how we feel about it. So we must take Jesus at his word in every area. The second temptation is to doubt in order to get out of making sacrifices for Jesus. The parable of the sower makes this point. When people don't want to be treated badly for being Christians, or when they want to follow a course of action they know is wrong. It might be a relationship with a non-Christian or financial irregularity at work. Well, they might find reasons to doubt so they can reject Christianity, or at least hold it at a distance, and so follow the course of action that pleases them. Well, 2 Timothy 4:2 addresses this. Paul writes, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to tell them what their itching ears want to hear. But again, that's very foolish, isn't it? Because the truth about Jesus doesn't depend on whether it suits our purposes or our pleasures. Living as a Christian in our country and at this time is hard. You know, our faith will be challenged in ways Christians 100 years ago never knew. And so we really do need to know why we believe so that we can stand firm. Our coming reflections are going to help us in that. But let's examine our motives. Let's make sure we're not amongst those who want to find reasons to doubt in order to be able to reject the lordship of Christ over our lives.